Oulton Park, we are back, and with that, welcome to the Clio SoF Week 4 of Season 1 of 2026. Oulton Park is a Clio Cup classic, and so we return to this track once again, and this time we drive the Foster's layout. What is the Foster's layout? If we take a look at the track map, it's a smaller layout here at Oulton Park, 2.6 kilometers in length. We expect 14 laps across all 5 splits. That's right, 5 split racing returns for the first time this season here at the Clio SoF, and we have replays for all 5 splits. Either way, excuse me, we've been here last season, which was the season opener, the debut of Split 5 racing in general, but we have even more in store, more on that in a bit. And if we take a look at the last podium we had at the top split, was Miguel Freitas, Raul Hernando and Kevin Anfield. And lastly, for the track map, the arrows, we place them at turn 4, Foster's, which is the reason why this track is called Foster's, or rather the layout, because of this corner. Then T8, it's called Druids, perfect to set up an overtake into turn 9, the third arrow, Lodge. So this is the track, and now we talk a little bit about something else. We have 5 splits for the first time this season. This is amazing. We have 5 replays for all splits. This is amazing. But we have one more thing in store for you, and this is the inaugural race of the Clio SoF America. What is Clio SoF America, as the session is jumping over to qualifying? It's a different time slot suited for American drivers. This is something we try to establish to give the Americans also something to race for, because the times for US people is a bit difficult for the European SoF. We had it for the first time this week, and this will be broadcasted as well. For now on this channel, maybe it will change as time goes on, but for week 1 at least, Clio SoF America will be on this channel as well. It will come a bit later this week. So yeah, qualifying is already on the way, but we don't watch qualifying because we watch a demonstration lap instead, and then I will be back for the start of the race. And as usual for the top split broadcast, the demo lap. Who is the demonstration driver this week? I don't know, it's a mystery. I don't know it either. But either way, turn 1, trail brake, 4th gear. Take as much of the outside as you can. You have a lot of room there, but too much and you get a penalty for it. Then the cascades downhill into Foster's, and it's an interesting corner because as you can see, you can attack it aggressively, but too much to the right and you get a slowdown penalty, which is costly, and aggressive but not too aggressive, you hit the massive curb. So it's a risk. Now we go to turn 8. Druids, a set up corner if you do it better than the car in front of you. For the next corner, which is Lodge, like I said, prepare your overtake into turn 8 for turn 9. 3rd gear, some people drive it in 2nd, and that is 1 lap at Oulton Park. Now let's see how qualifying went, and then we watch top split. And sadly, history repeated itself with Dylan da Costa, just like last season. Technical issues here at Oulton Park. Linus Kresin returns to the SoF, starts from pole position. Here we go. My voice is already dying. This is not a good sign. Doesn't matter. Turn 1 for the first time. Miguel Freitas also only qualified in P7. Not his usual positioning, let's call it that. John Duncan P8, he was quite pleased with the qualifying. And Saint Quecker right behind him. And behind that is another returnee, Clément Godet. So far everything looks fine. Stefan Kresin lost 2 positions. Oh, someone went a bit wide in the back. Lost a bit of... But Dylan da Costa, look, he has started the race, but technical issues like last season here at Oulton Park, it's a shame. So Dylan da Costa has to hope for some sort of shenanigans to get at least a few points. But good sportsmanship that he started the race anyway, even though he's 12 seconds down. The only good thing is, the more fighting there is, the more there is a difference to him, because he has nice clean air. So maybe Dylan can get a few things done. Andy Oakley shows his nose against Giacomo Ponte for a moment. A name we have not seen before. Welcome to the Clio SoF. And let's see, Freitas gets past. Anfield is now in P6. Kresin defends against Raul Hernando for the moment. Saint Quecker also gets past Kevin Anfield. Then Clément, he has Neil Rocks and David Ward behind him. John Cook in P13. Giacomo Ponte went wide into turn 8. We saw it a little bit at the edge of the screen and heard the gravel. David Ward, lots of positional changes at the back. We will take a look at it later. Oh, Linus goes a bit wide. This gives Raul Hernando an opportunity. Side by side through the cascades. And Hernando gets it done. Wow, good job. But Linus isn't done yet. Linus isn't done yet. This young man is a fantastic driver. And I'm glad to see him back here at the SoF. And now Raul has done it, but it was hard work to get past Linus Kresin. John Duncan and Clément Godet, missed apex versus missed apex action. Will they fight hard? No. This was not the toughest line of defense from John Duncan, but when you have your teammate behind you and you notice that he's quicker, you usually don't fight as hard as against others, because it's just silly. You don't want in-team drama. And Clément now in P9 and John Duncan in P10. Casey Knight in P4 lost 1 position to Roman Perschke. And also now against JB Masida. And maybe even Miguel Freitas. But Casey Knight is fighting. Not giving up so easily. They are wide, Freitas. But I think he also gets it done here on lap 4. But still, Casey Knight, but he has lost 4 positions. Just want to say, but it's a good result nevertheless. But 4 positions, it hurts a little bit. Kevin Anfield also lost 3 positions. Who is the biggest winner thus far? Saint Quecker plus 3. John Cook also gained 3 positions. But there's a lot of time still on the clock. And if we take a look at the standings, Hernando, Cresin, Perschke close together. So Linus, maybe he has a chance to get past. Never mind. Maybe it was a mistake there against Roman Perschke, and the veteran former SoF champion gets it done and is now in P2. So Linus Cresin drops from pole position to P3, but honestly, wait a second. I think there is a slowdown in place. Raul Hernando. Losing the lead and P2. This is a clear-cut sign of a slowdown. And now Raul has to work his way back. Speaking about working his way back, let's take a look. Dylan da Costa, 6.7 seconds to the next car. This was 12 seconds if you remember a few minutes ago. So maybe more than P17 is on the table. Raul Hernando gets past Linus Cresin. Again is now in P2. Zane Cueca and JB Maceda still aren't done with their fighting as well. Zane. He stays there, still there. And Zane Cueca, where is JB? Where is JB? In the grass! JB Maceda in the grass. And now in P7 as a result. Maybe under attack from Kevin Anfield. No, not for the moment. But Clement and Kevin side by side. Turn 1, Anfield tries it. Where is Clement? 0.1, this must mean he is still really close to him. There he is. Anfield gets it done for the moment. Let's see if this stays here on lap 7. Perschke, Hernando and Freitas now in P3. We have missed that. I apologize. Just noticed it that Miguel Freitas, who started in P7, worked his way up into P3. Then the youngsters, Linus Cresin and Zane Cueca, 4 and 5. Casey Knight, JB Maceda, Kevin Anfield, Clement Godet and John Duncan. These are the top 10. Dylan now 5.5 behind the first car. So he is fighting. He is fighting. Fastest lap at the moment, Zane Cueca. Maybe if he can get away from Casey Knight, he can focus on Linus. And Clement. That was lost a bit of time there. So no opportunity for the moment. But we have still over 6.5 minutes plus the lap, of course. Raul Hernando has closed the gap to Roman Perschke, and JB Maceda wants a piece of Casey Knight. To the outside, JB Maceda. Into Lodge. Can he get it done? For the moment, yes. But if Casey is able to stick... No, okay. I want to say, if Casey is able to be side by side into turn 1, he would have the opportunity. Raul Hernando from 2 to 1 to 3 to 2, back to 1. He has almost 6 minutes left. David Ward, new livery, I like it. He's chasing the other Cresin, Papa Cresin, Stefan, P14. Must be proud what his son is doing here in P4. Anfield, focuses on Casey Knight now, and Raul Hernando gets past. We just saw a glimpse of it. And Enfield and Godet! Contact! And Kevin drops, where is Kevin Anfield? To 13. This was on lap 9. And now Freitasch wants to get past Roman Perschke as well. Roman has to fight heavily. Also quite the adventurous race for Roman Perschke, from 4 to 1 to 2 and under heavy attack from 3. The incident between Kevin Anfield and Clement will be part of the replay to see what happened. But now let's focus on the race. Anfield P13. The car looks... From the outside it looks fine, but doesn't necessarily mean that it is fine. Neil Rocks gets past Andy Oakley. Less than 4 minutes. And the top 3 are fighting. Raul, maybe he can use it to get away from Roman Perschke that he has to defend. Let's see, different choice of line there. Meanwhile, Oakley and Rocks continue their battle for P11. They are on their own island, so to speak. Look at it on the minimap. P10 far away, P13 far away. And not so far away anymore, Dylan da Costa. Only 3 seconds to Giacomo Ponte. Oakley and Rocks. Freitasch and Perschke. And Linus behind, so maybe if something happens, Linus Kresin can back onto the podium. You never know. But either way, even if it stays P4, even if it becomes P5, this was one exclamation mark from Linus Kresin. Watch out for that young gentleman. Freitasch looking, not finding for the moment. We are on lap 12 out of 14, so 2 more after this. This much I can tell you. Freitasch. Bit faster on the uphill, but not enough to get sideways. Zane Cueca and JB Masida. JB, little bump there, teeny tiny bump. And Masida now in P5, but this isn't done yet. As you can see, because Zane Cueca wants P5 back, has it for the moment. Freitasch wide. He tries to take everything he can. Masida and Cueca still going at it. Masida, oh, goes wide, watch out, watch out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. We don't need a bowling night here at Foster's. Really don't need it. Freitasch. Still no real chance against Roman Perschke. He's so close the entire time. But never a real opportunity, and the final lap is upon us now. Hernando leading. Perschke P2, Freitasch P3. And Kresin right behind them, waiting for something to happen. And then Cueca, Masida, Knight Godet, Duncan, and John Cook. We have not seen, I think, anything from John Cook, but he has gained 5 positions. Sure, one of them was the incident from Kevin Anfield and Clement Godet, but still, 5 positions are 5 positions. Doesn't change the fact. And as long as... back to Oakley and Rocks for a moment. I wanted to say, as long as Roman doesn't make a mistake into turn 8, he should be fine. Hernando, Perschke, and Freitasch. Yes, these are the top 3. 1, 2, 3. Hernando, Perschke, Freitasch. Linus Grisin, amazing performance. Zane Quecker holds on to P5, but the pressure was massive. John Cook, like I said, not seen a lot, but 5 positions into P10. Congratulations. And Dylan DaCosta got 2. He got 2 cars at the end, so P15 after starting 12 seconds behind the final car. Congratulations to that. And these were the results, and now let's see how it affects the standings. LeoSoF.com provides us with the latest standings, and here we are. Miguel Freitasch in the lead, but 2 races in a row he hasn't won. Oh, is this a dip in form? 1, 1, 2, 3? No, just kidding. He is perfectly fine. But Raul Hernando, a win, a 2nd place. Oh, watch out for Raul Hernando. Also, unlucky that Dylan had technical issues once again. Also, Roman Perschke, 2 2nd places. Don't feel too safe about that. This could become real interesting. But Miguel Freitasch, after only qualifying in P7, I think P3, he can be happy with that. And if we take a look at the Split 1 standings as they are, here we have it, the top 15. I think Dylan should be on visible for you. Let's do it a bit more like this. Maybe this should help. But yeah, Dylan DaCosta, so far a season to forget. P5, okay. Then 2 non-appearances. That P15 is the 3rd drop round out of 4 basically, so this is difficult for Dylan this season, so maybe the title contention is on other people's shoulders. We will see. Or Dylan DaCosta wins the next 4 races and demolishes everything I just said. We have seen crazier things here at the Clio SoF. Anyway, so far, how many people did we have in the top split race? Always interesting to see that number. 40! Exactly 40 people have appeared in a top split race thus far. Very nice. So, we have split 1 done, and just a few highlights of course afterwards, but we have a fully packed calendar this week. Split 2, 3, 4, 5, and the inaugural race of Clio SoF America. I'm still not sure where it will be placed in the schedule, either at the end or between 2 and 3 maybe. I am thinking about it. Either way, maybe at the end is... I'm thinking about it. This will be a decision I will do later. But now let's take a look at a few highlights. And then tomorrow, that's for sure, tomorrow will be split 2. And then we will see how the schedule will look like. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was a good race. And now, take care.